students, myself Prema. Welcome students to the 9th chapter of history, that is last phase of struggle for independence of standard 8th. Now students, in this chapter we are going to study about the Quit India movement. Now already we have studied about the two important movements, that is the non-cooperation movement and the civil disobedience movement. So in this chapter we are going to study about the Quit India movement, underground movement and the contribution of the Indian National Army. Now first we will be studying about the Act of 1935. Now this act made a provision for the British governed Indian provinces and princely states to form a federation. Now this Act of 1935 that was made by the British people. So it made the Indian provinces and princely states to form a federation. Federation means to come together and form a group, or to come together, that is forming a group. But according to this act, the working of the British government provinces will be handed over to the Indian representatives. So according to that, if the princely states they are going to join the federation, so the whichever the British governed provinces are there, so that will be handed over to the Indian representatives. If the princely states join the federation, then they will lose their autonomy, hence they refuse to join. But here what happens, see, princely states, they were India was ruled by various princely states, अलग अलग जगह पे अलग अलग रूलर्स थे. सो हियर दिस प्रिंसली स्टेट्स रूलर्स व्हाट दे थॉट दैट इफ दे आर गोइंग टू जॉइन द फेडरेशन, अगर वो ग्रुप बना के वो ऑर्गन उसको ज्वाइन करते हैं, सो दे विल लूज देयर ऑटोनॉमी, वो अपना पावर लूज कर सकते हैं. बिकॉज इफ दे आर गोइंग टू जॉइन द फेडरेशन, देन they can't take the decisions on their own, they have to work together by coming into the group. So for that purpose, here the princely states, they refused to join the federation. Therefore the proposal of federal state in the act was not brought into practice. तो यहाँ पे जो proposal of federal state था, that was not put into practice. Next is the provincial cabinets. Now the Indian National Congress was not satisfied with the act of 1935, but still decided to take part in the elections of the provincial legislature provided by the act. So here Indian National Congress जो थे, so they were not satisfied with the act of 1935, but still they decided that they are going to part in the elections of the provincial legislature by the which was in that one point was included in the act of 1935. So in 1937 elections were held in 11 provinces in the country. तो altogether कितने provinces में elections हुए थे? 11 provinces. And in that Indian National Congress, it gained majority over 8 provinces. So they got the majority in how many provinces? 8 provinces, and they came into power. In other 3 provinces, none of the party got the majority. So बाकी के जो 3 provinces थे, none of the party they got the majority. So therefore mixed cabinet वहाँ पे बना था of the parties. The cabinet ministers of the Indian National Congress did useful work for the people, such as, so this cabinet minister of the Indian National Congress, when they came into power, so they have done some useful work for the people. First what they have done, release of political prisoners from jail. जितने भी political prisoners थे, leaders थे जिनको जेल में डाला गया था, so first they have released them. Introduction of basic education, primary education for the people. Prohibition of liquor, means liquor, alcohol जो है that has to be banned. Measures undertaken to improve the condition of the Dalits, along with that जो backward class है, Dalit people say, so they have taken some measures also was adopted to improve their condition. Passing of act giving debt relief to the farmers, and अंदर means एक अलग से act पास हुआ था with giving debt relief to the farmers. जो farmers लोग ने debt means जो कर्जा वगैरह लिया था, so that उसको माफ़ कर दिया गया था. So these were the works that this cabinet minister of the Indian National Congress they have done when they came into power. Next is the Cripps mission. Now during the Second World War, England supported America against Japan. The Japanese army reached the eastern border of India. So at that time Second World War was going on. So England it supported America against Japan. England ने किसको support किया था? America को against Japan. The Japanese army reached the eastern borders of India. Now Japanese army कहाँ पे reach कर दिए थे? On the eastern border of India. So the British realized that if Japan attacks India, then they will need cooperation from the Indians. So at that time, see, England is in here, Japan is in Asia. So Japanese army कहाँ तक आ गए थे? They reached the eastern borders of India, and the British people they realized that if Japan attacks India, then at that time they are going to need the help of the Indian people. So hence the British Prime Minister Winston Churchill sent Sir Stafford Cripps to India. So in means as they needed here the England, it needed the help of the Indians. So for that purpose, here the British Prime Minister Winston Churchill sent Sir Stafford Cripps to India. In March 1942, he put up a proposal of India in front of the Indians. So now March 1942 में क्या हुआ था? A proposal for India was put in front of the Indians by whom? By the Sir Stafford Cripps. So but none of the political party was satisfied with the proposal. But here in the proposal, whichever the points were there, so with that points, no, none of the political party they were satisfied with that proposal. The Indian National Congress rejected the proposal since there was no clear mention of complete independence. So that proposal which was put forward by Sir Stafford Cripps. So in that INC, that is Indian National Congress, why they have received? Because in that the providing complete independence to the India was not included, and since there was no mention of creation of Pakistan, the Muslim League also rejected the Cripps plan. And moreover, Muslim League ने क्यों reject किया था? Because they were here Muslim League, they demanded for another nation, that is creation of Pakistan. So that point was also not there. Next is the Second World War and Indian National Congress. The Second World War began in the Europe in 1939, and then the Viceroy, that is Lord Lithgow, declared that India has joined the war on the side of the British. So when Second World War was going on, started in the year 1939. So at that time यहाँ पे कौन वाइसरॉय था? लॉर्ड लिथिंगलो. सो ही डिक्लेयर्ड दैट इंडिया ने वॉर ज्वाइन किया है ऑन द साइड ऑफ द इंग्लैंड. सो इंग्लैंड क्लेम दैट इट इज फाइटिंग टू सेव द डेमोक्रेसी इन इंडिया. और इंग्लैंड ने वॉर क्यों फाइट कर रहा है? इंग्लैंड में जो डेमोक्रेसी है उसको बचाने के लिए, फॉर प्रिवेंटिंग द डेमोक्रेसी इन यूरोप, वहाँ पे. सो द इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस डिमांडेड दैट इफ द क्लेम वाज ट्रू देन इंग्लैंड शुड इमीडिएटली ग्रांट फ्रीडम टू इंडिया. So see, in England what was there? Their democracy was there. Fight क्यों कर रहे थे? अपनी डेमोक्रेसी बचाने के लिए. But on the other hand, this England people, they were ruling us. They have not, हमको फ्रीडम नहीं दिया था, हमको सप्रेस करके रखा था. So when this Indian National Congress at that time they demanded that if it is true, अगर वो अपनी डेमोक्रेसी बचा रहे, so in return what the England has to grant immediately freedom to India. But England refused to fulfill these demands, and therefore the provincial ministers of the Indian National Congress resigned in November 1939. But England was not ready to provide independence to India to fulfill the demand of the Indian National Congress. So as a result, जो इतने भी provincial ministers थे of Indian National Congress, they resigned in the year 1939. Next is Quit India movement. Now after the Cripps plan, the Indian National Congress decided to start an intense movement for attaining independence. So after this Cripps mission, the Indian National Congress, they decided that they are going to start an intense, strong movement for attaining the independence. The working committee of the Congress passed a resolution. एक resolution पास हुआ था, that is on 14 July 1942 at Wardha, and the resolution demanded that British rule India should be ended immediately and India should be given independence. So which point was included in the resolution? That British people, that their rule in India has to be immediately ended up and India should be given independence. If this demand was not fulfilled, then the Indian National Congress want to start a non-violent movement for the freedom of India. So if the here Indian National Congress, what it told, that if the demand of the if the demand is not going to be fulfilled, so they are going to start a non-violent movement for the freedom of India. Next is Quit India movement. On 7th August 1942, the section of the Indian National Congress was held at Gwalior Tank, that is called Kranti Maidan, in Mumbai. Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad was the president of this section, and the British should leave India. This resolution passed by Congress Working Committee at Wardha was to be finally approved in the Mumbai section. So यहाँ पे British people, they have to leave India and go. So that resolution has to be passed by the Congress Working Committee at Wardha. That was finally approved in the Mumbai section. On 8th August, the resolution of Quit India was put forth by Jawaharlal Nehru, got passed with great majority. So on 8th August, the resolution of Quit India was put forward by whom? By Jawaharlal Nehru, and it was passed by majority. So it was also decided to start a nationwide non-cooperation, non-violent agitation under the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi. So at that time only another decision was also taken, that as a nationwide non-violent agitation means protest, under the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi will also be started. Gandhiji said, every one of you should From this moment onwards, consider yourself a free man or woman and behave like a citizen of free India. So what statement was given by Gandhiji? Gandhiji, he told that from now, from this time, everyone from this time only, whether man or woman, they should think that they are free, and they should behave like a free, they are a citizen of free India. We shall either free India or die in the attempt. So what he told, that means in this, the Quit India movement that was started, so in this attempt we are going to free India or we are going to die. Gandhiji made an inspirational appeal to the public to be ready to sacrifice with the feeling of do or die. So what was the slogan that was given by Gandhiji to the people? Do or die. Next is beginning of people's movement. The news of arrest of important leaders of the Indian National Congress spread out all over the country. So the angry mob took up the processions at various places. So immediately after when the movements were started, so at that time various important leaders of the Indian National Congress, they were arrested. So the arrest of the news of the leaders started spreading throughout the country. So the angry mob मतलब जो people, जो भीड़ जमा हुई थी peoples की, took out the procession, they started taking out processions, जैसे रैलीस निकालते हैं ना, at various places. Even though police लाठी charged and opened firing on the public, but still people were not afraid. So when people, they started processions at various places, so immediately the police, they started doing lathi charge on the people and they started open firing on the public. Then also the people, they were not afraid of all that thing, and the agitators attacked some jails, police stations, railway stations, etc., which symbolize the suppressive policy of the British. So the agitators, the protesters, the peoples, no, they attacked some places. जेल में कुछ जेल्स पे अटैक किया था, पुलिस स्टेशन, रेलवे स्टेशन. सो दैट दे हैव अटैक एंड दैट दे सिंबलाइज, मीन्स दे थॉट दैट दिस प्लेसेस वेयर द सिंबल्स वेयर द सप्रेसिव पॉलिसी, जहाँ पे ब्रिटिश लोगों को क्या करते थे, सप्रेस करते थे. दे ट्राई टू टेक कंट्रोल ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट ऑफिसेस, इवन दे ट्राई टू कंट्रोल द गवर्नमेंट ऑफिसेस. इन महाराष्ट्र द यंग एंड ओल्ड struggle with determination and boundless courage at various places like Chimur, Asti, Yewali, Mahad, Gargoti, etc., and made the struggle immortal. So in Maharashtra also, both young people and old people, they joined the struggle with great courage. That is, in some of the places here it is given, that is Chimur, Asti, Yewali, Mahad, Gargoti, etc. Next is the underground movement. Now at the end of the 1942, the public movement got a new turn. The leadership of this movement went into the hands of the young socialist activities. See, अब तक हम लोग ने बोला, इन लोग ने directly, means here the people, they were directly protesting, they were coming forefront in the forefront of the British people and they were protesting. Underground movement मतलब underground होके छुप कर protest करना. So here at the end of 1942, the public movement got a new turn. The leadership of this movement went into the hands of the young socialist activities, that is जयप्रकाश नारायण, डॉक्टर राम मनोहर लोहिया, छोटू भाई पौर्णिक, अच्युतराव पटवर्धन, अरुणा आसिफ अली, यूसुफ मेहर अली, सुचेता कृपलानी, एस.एम. जोशी, श्रीभाऊ लिमये, एन.जी. गोरे, यशवंतराव चव्हाण, वसंत दादा पाटिल, मगनलाल भागड़ी, उषा मेहता, such leaders. So these leaders were in the forefront. Which movement? In the underground movement. The activities disrupted the transport and communication system as the government machinery by causing the breakdown of the railway routes, cutting of telephone lines, blowing of bridges, etc. So यहाँ पे ये एक्टिविटीज लोग ने क्या किया था, टोटली ट्रांसपोर्ट और कम्युनिकेशन को इनके बंद कर दिया था. हाउ? बाई कॉसिंग ब्रेकडाउन, मतलब रेलवे रूट्स को ब्रेक कर दिया था, टेलीफोन्स लाइन कट कर दिए थे, ब्रिजेस को ब्रेक कर दिया था, ब्रिजेस को ब्लॉक कर दिया, ब्लोइंग कर दिया. So in this way, the impact of the movement was seen over India. So the effect of this movement, it was seen over India. Now children, in this, no, let us know and do you know, both is for this, means for this year it has been cancelled. So let us know and do you know, you don't have to study for that. Hemu Kalani in Sindh province tried to destroy the railway along with his companions when he received the news of passing a railway carrying British troops and supplies. So at that time, Hemu Kalani, this person, no, he tried to destroy the railway along with his companions. अपने कुछ साथीदार के साथ he tried to destroy the railway when he received the news of passing the railway carrying British troops and supplies. वो weapons के साथ पास हो रहे थे, रेलवे से पास हो रहा था. So he decided to destroy that. The court punished him to be hanged to death. Next, Bhai Kotwal Azad Dasta in Karjat. Bhai Kotwal's Azad Dasta in Karjat taluka of modern day Raigad district. Generals Avaris Lal Sena in Nagpur. Such groups made the government helpless and witless for months. So when these movements were going on, so at that time, for some period, the British government became helpless. In Mumbai, Vitthal Zaveri, Usha Mehta and her companions established a secret, that is, transmission center named Azad Radio. So patriotic songs were sung on it. So उसके ऊपर क्या कौन से गाने बजते थे? Patriotic, देशभक्ति के गाने. News of agitations, protests in the country were broadcasted on it. Along in patriotic speeches were telecasted. These gave encouragement to the agitators. Such transmission centers operated in Kolkata, Delhi, Pune for some period of time. So on that Azad Radio, so very patriotic songs were there sung. Along with that, patriotic speeches were telecasted. So this all these things, it provided the encouragement to the agitators. जो protesters थे, they got encouraged because of that. And such transmission centers were opened at Kolkata, Delhi, Pune for some period. Next is the establishment of a parallel government. Now at some places in the country, British officers were driven out and the people's government was established. So कुछ जगह पे क्या हुआ था? The British officers, they were drowned out, they were thrown out of that area, and for some period people's government was established. So this type of government was called as a parallel government. Parallel governments were formed at districts of Midanpura in Bengal, Balia and Azamgarh in Uttar Pradesh, and Purnia in Bihar. In Satara district of Maharashtra in 1942, Kranti Singh Nana Patil put an end to the British government and established parallel government. So Maharashtra में in 1942, Kranti Singh Nana Patil, he brought an end to the British government and established parallel government. At Kundal, under the leadership of Kranti, that is the Kranti Grani GD alias Bapu, that is Lat, Tufan Sena was established. Through its medium, collection of taxes, maintenance of law and order, punishment of to criminals, such work was done by the parallel government. So what was this parallel government? उन लोग कौन सा काम करते थे? They used to collect the taxes from the people, maintenance law and order maintain करना, criminals, to give punishment to the criminals. So that work was done. People started accepting the verdict passed by the people's court appointed by the parallel government. So people, they also started accepting the verdict. Verdict means judgment जो दिया जाता था by the people's court. तो कौन judgment देता था यहाँ पे? Parallel government के through जो people's court था, they were giving the judgment. Opposition to the money lenders, prohibition on liquor, spread of literacy, opposition to caste restrictions, many such constructive work was done by the government. Constructive means good work that was done by the government. So what was their first thing is, they were against the opposition of the money lenders. Money lenders के against में थे, because these money lenders, they used to exploit the poor people. Prohibition, liquor के ऊपर, alcohol के ऊपर ban किया था. Spread of literacy, that is education, literacy सब में spread होना चाहिए. Such good work was done by this parallel government. Due to it, the parallel government became a source of inspiration for the public. So because of the work that was done by the parallel government, so it became a source of inspiration to the people. Next is the importance of the Quit India movement. Now the 1942 movement took up the form of a nationwide agitation. Means after starting, it became a nationwide movement. So all over India it was, this agitation has been spread. To fulfill the objectives of gaining independence, lakhs of Indians made unlimited sacrifices. So lakhs of Indians, they have joined that movement. They made unlimited sacrifices. Many sacrificed their lives. Many people, they have sacrificed their life also. They have died also. The number of people participating in the struggle was so huge that even all the prisons in the whole of the country was not enough to contain them. So here we all know India is a very vast country. So the number of people participating in the struggle was so much that the British people, they felt the shortage of the prisoners. उनके लिए जेल कम पड़ गए थे throughout the country. So the patriotic songs composed by Sane Guruji, Rashtra Sant Tukodji Maharaj and others increased the enthusiasm of the agitators. Enthusiasm means interest of the agitators. This nationwide movement is called as the Agast Kranti. So the movement that has spread throughout the country, उस movement को नाम क्या दिया गया था? अगस्त क्रांति. Indian National Army, Azad Hind Sena, that is. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose took phenomenal efforts for gaining independence. Now Indian National Army, you are familiar with the word Azad Hind Sena. It was Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, he had done efforts for gaining independence of India. On the eastern borders of India, thousands of Indians stood in readiness to fight against the British. So eastern border में, that is on the side of the Assam, eastern borders पे means many of the thousands of the Indians, they were ready to fight against the British people. All of these soldiers belonged to Azad Hind Sena. So जो thousands of Indians जो soldiers थे, they were ready for fight for India against the British. So they belonged to Azad Hind Sena. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose was their leader. Subhash Chandra Bose was an important leader of the Indian National Congress. He graced the position of the president of the Congress twice. So Subhash Chandra Bose, he was the leader of the Indian National Congress. He got the president. He became the president of the Congress twice. For 2 times he has become the president of the Congress. As per his opinion, while England was engaged in the Second World War, the Indians should take advantage of it and make their movement more intense. So Subhash Chandra Bose, what he told that while England was busy in the Second World War, so the Indians should take advantage of this move, and the movement that was started, it should become more intense, more strong. If necessary, India should seek the help of enemies of England. And what he told that means if necessary, India this time it should take the help of the enemies of the England. मतलब जो इंग्लैंड का दुश्मन है उसको क्या करना है, अपना फ्रेंड बनाना है, टेक द हेल्प ऑफ दैट enemies. So but there was a difference of opinion between him and the other senior leaders of the Congress. So because of these opinions that was given by Subhash Chandra Bose, there was a difference between the senior leaders of the Congress and Subhash Chandra Bose. As a result, Subhash Chandra Bose resigned from the position of president. So because what was the result of that? Subhash Chandra Bose, he resigned from the position of president. To place his views in front of the people, founded a party known as Forward Bloc, and afterwards to place his own views, मतलब अपने विचार, अपने what was his thinking, to put that views in the front of the people. For that purpose, he founded a party known as Forward Bloc. Now through his speeches, Netaji appealed to the Indians to revolt against the British rule. So whenever he used to deliver the speeches, that time in the speeches, what he appealed the Indian people to protest against the British rule. Due to it, the government imprisoned him, and because of that he was put into prison by the British government. Subhash Chandra Bose went on to fast unto death in the prison, due to which the British government interned him into his residence. So afterwards what happened, Subhash Chandra Bose, as a result, when he was put into prison, so he started doing fast until death. मंत्र को क्या करने वाले हैं, फास्ट करने वाले हैं, विच इज स्टार्टेड इन द प्रिजन. एज ए रिजल्ट ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट उनको क्या इंटर्न इनटू हिज, उनको उनके घर में ही बंद कर दिया था. फ्रॉम देयर ही एस्केप्ड इन डिसगाइज. तो फ्रॉम हिज रेसिडेंस ही एस्केप्ड इन डिसगाइज. डिसगाइज मतलब क्या होता है, भेस बदल के जाना, मीन्स टू चेंज द लुक. एंड सो इन अप्रैल 1941 ही रीच जर्मनी. देयर ही फाउंडेड द फ्री इंडिया सेंटर. So after reaching 1941, he reached Germany, and there he has founded the Free India Center. From the Berlin radio station in Germany, he appealed to the Indian people to join in an armed struggle. So from Berlin, that was the radio station in Germany, he started appealing the Indian people to join an armed struggles, जहाँ पे arms and ammunition का use करके they are going to protest against the British government. So during this period, Ras Bihari Bose invited Subhash Chandra Bose to Japan. So at that time, so Ras Bihari Bose, he invited Subhash Chandra Bose to Japan. Now formation of the Indian National Army. Ras Bihari Bose was staying in Japan since 1915. So where he was staying? He was staying in Japan since 1915. So he had organized the Indian patriots living in the countries of Southeast Asia and established the organization named Indian Independence League. So this person, what he has done, he organized the Indian patriots living in the countries. जो भी Indian means the people, those who wanted to free India. So that people, Indian साउथ ईस्ट एशिया में जितने भी इंडियंस थे उनको यूनाइट करके ही हैज़ फॉर्म्ड एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कॉल्ड इंडियन इंडिपेंडेंस लीग. इन द अर्ली पार्ट ऑफ द 1942, Japan conquered the territories in Southeast Asia. So when the world war was going on, so at that time Japan, it has conquered some territories in the Southeast Asia, and that territories it was under the control of the British. With that, it was controlled by the British people. That has been conquered by Japan. So thousands of Indian soldiers and British officers in the British army fell into the hands of Japan. So at that time, whichever the Indian soldiers, the British officers थे Indian British army के, they fell into the hands of Japan. And Ras Bihari Bose, with the help of Captain Mohan Singh, formed a battalion of these Indian prisoners of war. So उस टाइम पे जो इंडियन सोल्जर्स जापान के हाथ में लगे थे, so that people means that Indian prisoners. रासबिहारी बोस विद द हेल्प ऑफ कैप्टन मोहन सिंह ही फॉर्म्ड एक बैटेलियन फॉर्म किया था इंडियन प्रिजनर्स ऑफ वॉर का, एंड इट वाज नेम्ड एज द इंडियन नेशनल आर्मी. So that is Azad Hind Sena. Later Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose led the Indian National Army. In October 1943, Netaji established Azad Hind government in Singapore. So in 1943, Netaji established the Azad Hind government, that is in Singapore. Shah Nawaz Khan, Jagannath Bhosle, Dr. Lakshmi Swaminathan, Guru Bakht Singh Dhillon, Prem Kumar Sehgal were chief associates of that. Captain Lakshmi Swaminathan was the commander of the Rani of Jhansi regiment. And Netaji appealed to the Indian people, give me blood and I will give you independence. So what was the appeal made by Netaji at that time? Give me blood and I will give you independence. This slogan you must have, you must be very much familiar students. That is, तुम मुझे खून दो मैं तुम्हें आज़ादी दूंगा. That was the important slogan made by Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose to the Indian people. Next we are going to study about the achievements that was made by Indian National Army. In November 1943, Japan conquered Andaman and Nicobar Islands and handed them over to Azad Hind government. So 1943 में जापान ने conquered किया था अंडमान एंड निकोबार आइलैंड्स, and it was given to the Azad Hind government. Netaji renamed them as Shahid and Swaraj. So Andaman and Nicobar it was given under name by Netaji, that is Shahid and Swarajya. In 1944, Indian National Army captured the Arakan province in Myanmar, and posts on the eastern border of Assam were also captured. So in the same period, the campaign of Imphal remained incomplete. But afterwards, the campaign means forwarding towards the Imphal, it remained incomplete because Japan stopped helping the Indian National Army. वहाँ पे means at the time of the campaign of Imphal, India stopped receiving the help from Indian National Army, stopped receiving the help from Japan. But in adverse circumstances, soldiers of the Indian National Army were dedicatedly fighting. Then also in such conditions also the Indian National Army, they were dedicatedly means with very dedication they were fighting. But in the same period Japan accepted defeat. So Second World War was going on, so at that time only Japan it accepted the defeat. See children, so Japan it was defeated. Japan was defeated by America in the, that is in the 1945 only. Here America it has dropped two atom bomb on Japan, two cities Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and afterwards Japan accepted the defeat. So on 18th August 1945, Subhash Chandra Bose died in a plane accident. So on 18th August 1945, Subhash Chandra Bose he died in a plane accident. That is also the death. It is told that death of the Subhash Chandra is also a big mystery only. On this background, the soldiers of the Indian National Army had to lay down their arms. तो उन लोगों ने अपने arms नीचे रख दिए थे. Thus ended the thrilling phase of the thus the thrilling phase of the Indian National Army it came to an end. Later, the British government charged the officers of the Indian National Army with treason. So afterwards, when the thrilling phase of the Indian National Army came to an end, the British government ने क्या किया था, उसमें जो officers थे Indian National Army में, they were charged with treason. Treason का meaning होता है disloyalty, that is betraying, अपने कंट्री को betray कर रहे करके, अपने गवर्नमेंट को betray कर रहे. So ये बंडी जवाहरलाल नेहरू, that is भुल्लाभाई देसाई, तेज बहादुर स्पेयर, दिस एक्सपर्ट लॉयर्स डिफेंडेड देम, उन लोग ने इन लोग को डिफेंड किया था. बट द मिलिट्री ट्रिब्यूनल हेल्ड द ऑफिसर्स गिल्टी एंड दे वर सेंटेंस टू लाइफ इन. बट वहाँ का जो मिलिट्री ट्रिब्यूनल था, ट्रिब्यूनल मतलब एक इंडिपेंडेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन था मिलिट्री का, सो दे हेल्ड द ऑफिसर्स दैट दे आर गिल्टी एंड दे वर सेंटेंस टू लाइफ, full lifetime imprisonment. Therefore, there was severe unrest against the British government in the minds of the Indian people. So, there was severe unrest, this angerness among the Indian people against the British government. So, finally, the British government had British government had to suspend the punishments given by the military tribunal. And afterwards, what the British government did? So, because of the angerness that was going among the Indian people, so as a result, the unrest has been increased. So the British government, they have to suspend the punishments that was given by the military tribunal. Next here it is of the revolts of the Indian Navy and the Air Force. The Navy and the Air Force soldiers, with the inspiration from the Indian National Army, caused discontent against the British government. So here the Navy and the Air Force soldiers, they also got the inspiration from the Indian National Army and caused discontent, and they decided to protest against the British government. So it burst out on the British warship Talwar in Mumbai on 18th February 1946. That is the discontent, angerness among the Indian navy against the British government. It busted on the British warship, that is Talwar, in Mumbai on 18 February 1946. The soldiers unfurled the tricolor flag on the British warship. So ये warship किसका था? ब्रिटिश का था. उसके ऊपर फ्लैग, फिर फ्लैग किसका होना चाहिए था? ब्रिटिश का. लेकिन यहाँ पे इन लोग ने क्या किया था? इंडियन नेवी वालों ने, इन लोग ने इंडिया का ट्राई कलर को फ्लैग को होइस्ट किया था, वहाँ पे लगाया था. दे रेस स्लोगन्स अगेंस्ट द ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट एंड दे स्टार्टेड रेसिंग द स्लोगन अगेंस्ट द ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट. द ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट सेंट आर्मी टू ओपन फायर ऑन द नेवल सोल्जर्स. तो ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट ने क्या किया? दे सेंट देयर आर्मी टू ओपन फायर on the naval soldiers. The rebels also made counter attack with the firing. Now here the rebels जो थे protesters, they were also well trained, so they started doing the counter attack with the firing. The workers and common people extended their support to the naval soldiers. So here these naval soldiers, they got the support of the workers and the common people also. Finally, with the mediation of the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the naval soldiers laid down their arms. So afterwards, who intervened in that? Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. So with the help of him, the naval means with the mediation, middle person, he intervened in that, and as a result, the naval soldiers, they laid down their arms. अपने arms and ammunition मतलब उन लोग ने बंद रख दिया था. To support the uprising of the naval soldiers, the Air Force officers from Delhi, Lahore, Karachi, Ambala, Meerut, etc. went to on strike. So here to support the navy forces, यहाँ पे Air Force officers ने क्या किया था? From Delhi, Lahore, Karachi, Ambala, Meerut, they went on strike. These revolts were a clear indication that sentiments of the discontent against the rulers has reached a climax. So the protest that was going on, so it was a clear indication, means through that we can, a clear indication the British people, they can get that the sentiment means whatever the sentiments of the angerness जो उनके अंदर गुस्सा था against the rules had reached a climax to up to an end. So in this way the period between 1942 to 1946 shook the foundation of the British rule in India. So from 1942 to 1946 the British rule was totally shaken in India. मतलब उन लोगों ने ब्रिटिश रूल को एकदम हिला के रख दिया था. Through the Quit India movement, the severe discontent of the Indian people against the British was expressed. And the last movement, that is the, see, three movements we have studied. So this Quit India movement, through that the discontent of the Indian people against the British was totally expressed. Army, Navy, Air Force was the backbone of the British power. तो ब्रिटिश का बैकबोन मतलब किसके भरोसे लोग रूल कर रहे थे? आर्मी, नेवी, एयर फोर्स was this were the backbone of the British power. So they were also now opposing the British rules. So as a result, due to this incident, the British rules realized that they will not be able to empower India for a longer period. So already the peoples, they were against that, people they were protesting, they got the support of the army, navy and air force also, they also started opposing the British rule. So the British rulers at that time, they realized that now they will not be able to rule over India for a longer period. So students, hope you have understood this chapter. Thank you.